What's poppin'? Yo, I wanted to do another video talking about Atlanta when I lived there a while ago, a long time ago. Uh, but I wanted to talk about, let's see, I want, I wanted to talk about the club. Like, okay, so I went to a club called the Velvet Room. I want to talk about the women as well. I want to talk about, but I'm a square dude. I don't really party and stuff, and now back then and when I lived in Atlanta, I didn't party that much down there either. I just kind of stayed to myself. But I'm a square dude. Me and my sister, we went out to the club. We was bored. It's like, yo, let's go out, see what's out here. And went out. You see some fine women cost $20 to get in. You see a lot of fine women. And I said in my other video how when I was at the movie theater when I seen Drumline, it was just it was so many of them, it was ridiculous. But I want to like Atlanta is a big draw to single people. That single life down there, that party life, that party style. It's a big draw. It's understood. You know, it's understood that you want to go down there and party and everything, get mixed up, and especially for a black man. Okay, so you got how many HBCUs is in Atlanta? It's like four or five of them on one city block. I went to an HBU, but I went to an HBCU in Alabama, which is a historically black college. But I went to Talladega for a couple of years. Let me tell you something, man. When you're in Atlanta and you're surrounded by nothing but young, beautiful, just people, period. And of course, you being a dude, if, women is your thing, because some dudes is in the dudes, me, I'm in the women. There's so many of them. There's floods of them. You have every type of chick, and the cool thing about it is the majority of them ain't even from there. They down there for the HBCU experience. That's what they want. They want to see the Q Dogs. They want to see, A5, oh shit. They want to see all that. They want to get into all that football teams, cheerleaders looking fly. They want the whole experience. I'm going to tell y'all now, it's a good way to get yourself caught up and just completely forget about the fact that you down there to get an education. You know what I mean? That's the problem with those schools. You know, and this is any school that does this. But that's the problem with it. And those schools promote that type of stuff. Not necessarily partying, but they don't stop it. You know what I mean? But it did. Oh my God. Let me just say, I'm glad I don't live around it. Even now, because even though I'm 50 this year, let's not act like young women don't aren't attracted to older men. They are, and you'll get caught up. And I know me, I'd get caught up. I'd be looking at all that beautifulness, come out of my shell, come out of my pocket, it'd be over. There's all my money gone. So I'm just letting the young people know, any of my young subscribers who is looking to, this might cut off on me, but who's looking to go to Atlanta or looking to go to an HBCU. Even the one I went to, the one in Talladega, I started school when I was 27. So you can imagine going down there at 27 years old, an old head. I was 26. I got there on a scholarship, on a track scholarship. They were just like, you haven't used up your college, eligibility. So I was an old head down there running track with these 19, 20-year olders. But I was fast. I was good at the mile. I could run a 4:26 15 400 and I could run a 455 road mile, but I ran a 440 1600 before, and I could run under that too. But it was easy for me to run that fast. I ran everywhere. I was like a black Forrest Gump. But a coach was like, "Hey, you can come down here and run for us." And eventually, the Talladega track team was pretty much disbanded. They ran out of money, so they tried to put the scholarship towards baseball. And eventually, I left because I had a child, so I had to come find work and so on and so forth. But the HBCU experience, it'll get you caught up, you know, real quick. Because the girls there, they ain't playing like they not. And you be thinking the pretty one is the one that be like, nah, I don't want it. No. No. The pretty girls out there. Like wilding, like some of those girls was in the stuff they really shouldn't have been. Some of them was prostitutes. You know, real popular. This one chick, she was mad popular. Like she was, I think she was popular because she was one of them ski weed chicks with her ski weed. She was like the leader of them. Running around in pink and all that garbage. Uh, I didn't understand pledging Greek. It just, why are we pledging Greek? Greeks don't pledge African American. Why are we giving onus to them? All you cats who pledge Greek, don't come at me because that's something y'all chose to do. Okay, fine. I just never understood it. I thought about it, but I never understood it. And I'll do a video on pledging Greek, but nonetheless. So yeah, it'll get you caught up. You got to be careful, women and men. You know, and it's a lifestyle that's there and gone. But if you a hoe, you in the right place. But you will lose your concentration. And if you're not careful, your grades will drop. You'll lose your scholarship. And then you'll be right back at home crying to your mom and dad. And they be trying to figure out why are you here. And it's because you wanted to be a hoe. Whether you're a man or a woman, you just wanted to go down there and be a hoe the whole time and you wasn't concentrating on your studies. And you got caught up. Next thing you know, you knocked up or you got a kid coming. I was an older dude, so I knew what I was doing. I planned it. Me and my woman at the time, we planned it. We were like, "You want to have a baby? Yeah, let's have one." Because I was, like I said, 27 when we had her, so it wasn't a problem for us. It wasn't like, "Oops," we planned it. So I'm just telling y'all, be careful when you go to these HBCUs. Atlanta is a hotbed for HBCUs. Uh, is it worth going down there? Definitely. I wouldn't tell you not to go. I would just say have a plan. Be smart. You know what I'm saying? There's some young people around here. I used to tell this one young lady all the time. You know, choose one person. If you're gonna be a hoe with that one person. I know it defeats your whole purpose, the whole purpose, but it's safer that way. Just pick one dude. If you're a dude, pick one woman. That way, you'll have your experience. You can still party and all that other stuff, but you'll be able to concentrate on that one person. You probably end up marrying them because I know some people who came out married. And you can get all your sexual fantasies, whatever, out the way because you're young and horny. Everybody understands that. And hopefully, like I said, you'll end up staying with that person. And then, once you get your 4 years of college out, shoot, you might just go ahead and get a master's degree. Next thing you know, you guys are in the job market, both of you cleaning up. And then finally, when y'all tired or not, you can actually afford to do it the right way. And, I know that's thinking ahead, but a lot of people aren't told this when they go down there. They're not told this, so they just do whatever. Next thing you know, they're into crazy. So, like I said, these one girls, they were prostitutes. These other chicks, man, came down there. They came down to the school. They were like, "We are the hoes of the school." Man, two of them got kicked out of there so quick. The other one, man, she ended up hanging out with the Q dogs, just her, and nothing but Q dogs. You, you already know what happened. She didn't even care. She didn't even care. They would come over to the window, bark up at her window. She would come outside. She'd go over to their dorm, and they would be. Uh, but that's what she wanted. She didn't want an education. She wanted attention. You know, she tried to get on me. I was like, nah, because I knew she'd been ran through. And she wasn't bad looking either. But when I say ran through, I mean they ran through this chick. Like, I was like, there ain't no way I'm going to get down with you. You just got. And everybody on campus knows. I'm telling you, don't be that person. Don't be that chick. You know what I'm saying? And I knew another chick. She was, oh my god, she was gorgeous. Brandy. I have mercy. Probably the prettiest girl on there. There was two. There was another one that was real pretty. But Brandy was gorgeous. She had one dude. He didn't even go to school there. He went to another school. That was her dude. She was lock, stock, and barrel on that dude. Like, boom, this is my dude. Like, and I loved it because she was beautiful, she was smart, and she was doing it the right way. Her dude didn't even go to that school, but I saw him because we ended up going to the school he was at. Went to a party. You know, she rode with me, a bunch of other people. So I'm telling you, be more like that. That way you'll do everything you need to do. I don't want to be preachy. I'm just, look, I'm you guys' future. You know what I'm saying? I did what you're going to go do. I've been there. I've done it. And I'm telling you the snares and pitfalls that will get your black ass kicked out of college right now. That will you will lose all your money. You'll be starving while you in college. Like I'm trying to tell you how to get around this stuff, especially when it comes to an HBCU. Be careful. It's not all glitz and glamour. Because when it falls down right on your head. You know what I'm saying? So, it's your boy Tom 202. Peace.